And Rick Renteria and Matheny get squared away. New ownership this year for the Kansas City Royals. John Sherman. Did you hear this morning on Fesco in the Morning? You want to check it out, 610sports.com on demand, as John Sherman joined Fesco in the Morning, Fesco Kling and Ryan Wachowski. But he's the new owner for the Royals. It'll be interesting because he's a big fan of this team as well. Matter of fact, traveling from Europe back to Kansas City to watch one of the World Series games. He's a big fan of the Kansas City Royals. And not only that, we'll do lineups. Now, the lineups, I guess the sound engineer tells me the lineups were not in there. Is that right, sound engineer?
That is correct.
Okay, the lineups were not put in there. We'll get this thing running. And Lori Garcia in center field batting first for the Chicago White Sox. Yoan Moncada batting second, playing third base. Tim Anderson will be the shortstop, batting third. Eloy Jimenez in left field, batting fourth. Edwin Encarnacion at first base, a new addition to the Chicago White Sox this year. Jose Abreu with that new contract at DH batting sixth. Nomar Mazara will be right fielder batting seventh. Yasmani Grandal, a new addition to the Chicago White Sox, a team that's really poised to make a run in the division, at catcher batting eighth. And Danny Mendick gets the job through a spring training battle at second base for Rick Renteria and the Chicago White Sox. So Edwin Encarnacion is new. Yasmani Grandal is new. Gio Gonzalez was actually drafted by the White Sox. 34 years old, makes a return to the South Side this year for Chicago. Dallas Keuchel, also a member of the Chicago White Sox this year. But Lucas Giolito starting today for the Southsiders. Batting first for the Kansas City Royals in center field, Whit Merrifield, who will basically do anything for the Kansas City Royals. Second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi, comes back from that injury. No real spring training time, but he will start in simulation MLB The Show League today. Hunter Dozier in right field batting third. Jorge Soler, Mr. Power, batting fourth and cleaning up for the Royals at DH. Sal Perez back this year, playing catcher this year, batting fifth. Ryan O'Hearn beats out McBroom for the first base job, batting sixth. Maikel Franco, the new addition to the Royals, batting seventh at third base. And, of course, in left field, it's Mr. Consistency, Alex Gordon, back with the Kansas City Royals for the 2020 season. And Nicky Lopez at second base for the Kansas City Royals, batting ninth. For Mike Matheny, new manager for the Kansas City Royals. So it's going to be interesting this year what the Royals will do. And you look at this rotation, it's Brad Keller on the mound today. Danny Duffy with actually a really good spring. But the nod goes to Brad Keller, who I've nicknamed Big Baby for the Kansas City Royals. Rotation will be Duffy, Junis, and Mike Montgomery for now. A four-man rotation for the Royals. They have a few off days, including an off day tomorrow. Finish up the series against the White Sox coming up this weekend on Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock. The bullpen goes like this. Randy Rosario, new addition, makes the bullpen. Greg Holland actually makes this team. Trevor Rosenthal had his option picked up yesterday as out for assignment when Eric Skoglund. Glenn Sparkman, old Sparky in the bullpen, and Scott Barlow, Jorge Lopez, Tim Hill, and Josh Staumont for the Kansas City Royals. They actually put Bubba Starling on this roster as well early on. Bubba Starling will be in center field for the Royals as a backup. And also Brady Singer, the rookie, makes the team, and he's on the roster this year for the Kansas City Royals. But the White Sox poised to make a run in this division. Michael Kopech, who sat out last year, been hitting 100 miles an hour for the White Sox in spring training this year. But we're going to bring this to you, and what you need to do is, you already know, you've clicked that link on 610's Twitter. We'll keep you updated on scores whenever somebody scores on YouTube. Plus, there's a comment box. Keep it clean, or you will be banned. But keep the comments clean. Let's have a little fun with simulation baseball. But every day the Royals play, we'll try to bring you a simulation game as well. Today's game comes from the South Side. The Royals 59 and 103 a year ago. The White Sox 72 and 90 back in 2019. All right, let's get this thing going. Don't forget the comment box on YouTube, and I'll talk throughout this game. Won't do play-by-play, but I'll address your comments. Enjoy the game. How's everybody doing right now? Has everybody got their supplies? You guys ready for some baseball? It's one thing I'm missing is Major League Baseball, that's for sure.
Leading off the afternoon for Kansas City, the center fielders, with Merrifield.
Let's go, Whit.
Count 1-0.
First pitch, 111.
Two balls, one strike.
You know what? I feel like Whit Merrifield is really one of the most underrated athletes we've had in Kansas City, to be quite honest with you. He only leads Major League Baseball in hits the last 2 years.
Batting second, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
I had to put him eighth, Bob, because his lineup is pretty good, you know. Things can change. I had to put Monty. Monty's batting from the left-hand side today.
Nope, outside. Two balls, no strike.
Grant, we used the rosters in the bullpen, tried to make it as we had to add some guys to the 40-man to the roster on MLB The Show. This is all through MLB The Show 2020. And we had to add some guys and drop some guys. Like we added Brady Singer to the lineup so that he can play. If he needs long relief right now. Man, it's good to see Monty back. One thing cool about this, it'll show you the distance and the exit velocity of home runs. That's something new, but Hunter Dozier, one of those guys that coming off a really good year last year as well. Oh, there you go, Doge.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
All right, here comes Soler. Here comes Soler power. It's a triple at Coffin. At Coffin, right, Clark? Probably is.
Oh, that's low.
Good rotation with Gio Gonzalez added to it and Dallas Keuchel for the White Sox.
Ball match outside. 0.
I'd love to hear a mic'd up ump, Bob. You're out!
Ball 4, take the base.
There you go, take your base. Away, Solaire.
That is fifth. The catcher, number 13.
Making Giolito work.
Perez.
Already frustrated.
Ball, that pitch is out.
And Graham there, he's just scared of Solaire. Getting Barry Bonds treatment. Good point, Spec. Just keep working the count. Get them in their bullpen quick. Ooh. Salvi. All right, settle down, Southsiders. Keller time, baby. Big Baby. I once asked him in the Royals clubhouse if he was fine with the nickname Big Baby, and he was. All right, here's a Twitter question for you. Or not question, on YouTube question. Who leads the Royals in wins this year? Who do you guys think? Not that it matters. We all know that wins are kind of overrated. But for the sake of YouTube here, Kling, I talked the lineups. Kling, I went through the lineups.
Garcia.
It's opening day, man. I'm sure they're going to have fans. At least it's a nice day. The real weather in Chicago, I think today's bad. I just didn't want to rain out. You imagine if this would have been a rain out the first game? Oh, on simulation rain out?
No, that's low.
I don't know if it can happen, but I'm sure it can. Vesco saying Singer leads him. That's interesting, Bob. I like it.
That's a ball.
What about Daniel Duffy? Does Danny Duffy stay in the rotation or go to the bullpen? Dude's been good this spring. Ned Yost always liked Keller. Said he processed stuff faster than any pitcher he's ever been around.
3-2.
Hey, Bob, FYI, I called Springer up. Springer's on this roster. You might see him today in long relief. Barlow and Rosenthal are my setup guys, and the closers and Kennedy. Hi, Katie. I haven't seen Serta throw. He might. Good play.
Oh,
Batting second, the third baseman, Yoel.
Getting used to Whit Merrifield in center out there. Moncada, what a year he had last year. Slowly coming around, but he showed what kind of prospect he can be.
hey. Going to. Ball, that's inside.
Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, 610sports.com on demand. John Sherman's interview with Bob and Josh and Wachowski this morning on demand. And he's got a link of it up there earlier.
batting third.
Fesco likes Duff in the bullpen. Remember when Duffy was in the bullpen a couple years ago? He was getting up close to 100 miles an hour, like 99 miles in Houston. I'll never forget when he was just dealing out of that bullpen. Derek, we are doing this every day. Every day the Royals play, you're going to get a simulation until they're back. Then you can watch the real thing. Next game, Saturday and Sunday. Royals off tomorrow.
Yep, that ball went out.
This game is awesome, by the way. You got to see Home Run Derby.
Nope, that's inside.
Two and two. Whit Merrifield is my pick for, and Jorge Soler. I think both of them go to the All-Star. Well, Salvador Perez automatically will because he's in the club. No problem, Derek. It's for people to have fun. That away, big baby. Give him a little something, Keller. Oh, I forget sometimes I'm like 2 or 3 seconds ahead of you. I don't want to spoil anything.
Leading up for Kansas City, the first baseman, number 66.
All right, here's O'Hearn's time. Position battle with McBroom through the spring.
Nope.
Boom, boom, McBroom. And Ryan Big Broom O'Hearn. Ryan O'Hearn actually led Royals with 5 home runs in spring training. McBroom with 3 home runs. McBroom hit 314. O'Hearn hit 343 in spring this year. Franco hits 267. But O'Hearn led the Royals in home runs this spring.
0-1's the count. Ball, that's kicked out.
Miguel Franco, 17 home runs last year, 56 ribs. 2016 hit 25 home runs, 17, 24, 22, and 18. 17 last year.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Kling, you're going to get box scores, man. We're going to pause it and give you box scores. Every couple innings, we'll do a box score. Just check and see what's going on. Gold, you can go ahead and gamble on this.
No, inside.
He's going, runner.
Ooh. Matheny's aggressive.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Yeah. Hey. No ball, 2 strikes.
Now batting, the center fielder, with Merrifield.
FYI, Vern's Hot Stoves tonight. Hear that at 6 o'clock. Rex Hudler is going to be on, and he's got Mike Sweeney. So Mike Sweeney, Rex Hudler tonight at 6 on Vern's Hot Stove. Vern back for 7th year as Royals insider. Vern's been down in spring training the whole time, and he still has a terrible beard, but I believe he's tanned. He got a little fatter, too. Just a little bit.
Leading off for the White Sox,
Jimenez had some power last year.
number 74.
Leading off for the White Sox.
Hey. 0-1.
No, Ian, Vern's back, and Vern's Hot Stove tonight at 6. As I mentioned, Mike Sweeney, Rex Hudler on with Vern tonight. You can check that out at 610sports.com. Hope you guys are using the app. Just tell Alexa, say, hey, Alexa, play 610 Sports Radio. Or Google, play 610 Sports Radio. Hopefully your Alexa didn't turn on. Every time she hears her name, she'll turn on. I noticed. I've gotten to know her quite well with the being quarantined. Me and Alexa have gotten around pretty good. You can ask Alexa to do some funny things, too. She'll tell you jokes. You can play Jeopardy. She'll even fart if you ask her. I'm not kidding. Try it. Got energy drinks. I'm ready to rock. Josh Klingler says it's a must-win game. It's opening day, which is way, always way overdone. Lazarad's going to come up next for the White Sox. 19 home runs last year for him. What is the White Sox mascot?
0-1's the count. One ball, 1 strike.
I do not have a backup supply, Grant. I've just got a few left. I had to go get me more, but quarantine life is going through them, you know? Attaway Witt. These graphics are sick.
Leading off for the Royals, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
All right, Mondi. See what you can do. I know Mondi's been hurt with that shoulder, but he was going to get some spring training time, so he has plenty of time to heal now. So expect Mondi in the opening day roster.
Now back, right fielder, Hunter Dozier.
All right, here comes Doge. Getting used to right field.
0-1.
Hunter Dozier in spring batted 192, 2 home runs. Again, spring training numbers. Nobody cares. Except I think Vern does.
Ball, that's inside.
Jorge Soler stayed healthy last year, played 162. That was quite fun to see. Ian?
Now back, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Huge thanks to my sound engineer, Kramer Sansone. Jay Binkley with you from the simulated south side of Chicago. Beautiful day in simulation land. I think it actually is crappy weather.
1-1.
Let me ask my phone.
Count is 2-1. Ball, inside. Three balls, 2 strikes.
Let me check my phone and ask what weather in Chicago is. What is the weather in Chicago, Illinois?
It's 42 degrees and cloudy in Chicago.
42 and cloudy.
Ball 4, take the base.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
All right, how many home runs does Jorge Soler have this year? How many home runs for Jorge Soler? It's a tough question because we don't know how long the season is. It's kind of a dumb question. I wasn't even thinking. I mean, 20 might be one of the league leaders. I don't know. Forget I said that. It's going to be hard to say with Jorge Soler because I don't know how many games they're going to play. They're going to do double headers. They're going to shorten games. Rob Manfred said a lot of different things yesterday in his interview with Scott Van Pelt. Perez. Got to look at it again. Giolito brings it.
Leading off for the White Sox, the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Yasmani Grandal. He played for the Dodgers. Played for Milwaukee. Good baseball player. New addition to the White Sox.
Look out, 1-1.
We got a 10-minute post game at the conclusion of this game,
Ball,
where I will take your comments if you want to comment on the game, or if you know my cell phone, you can call me. But I'm not going to give you my cell phone over the air. That would be a little ridiculous. At this point, ask me in 2 weeks. Next game coming up on Saturday. See some Danny Duffy on the mound. Yes, Grant, I'm going to take calls on my cell phone. If you know my cell phone number, I will take post-game calls. Could you guys hear it when I played the weather? Can you hear it when I put a phone up to this? That's one thing I haven't been able to figure out is phone lines. Well, I don't think there's a way to do it, but it's old school. It's how I did Three Guys in the Garage. We used to hold the phone up to a microphone. Oh, I disinfect my phone every night, Ian. As I said, cell phones can be one of the nastiest things. It's replaced the paper. We can take calls if I'm on a speaker. How do I do that, Mr. Sound Engineer?
The center fielder, number 28, Leore.
Kramer will be on these broadcasts with me from time to time, but he's, at this point, my sound engineer. It's busy doing something very important. And let me know, how do I take calls, Kramer? I don't even have a phone in here. Let me know how to do that, and we'll do that. If not, I'll give out your cell phone. How about that, Kramer? Give out your cell phone number and take calls from it. Oh, I will be doing that, Bob. I was just doing it on my speakerphone, but the question was, how can I take calls from everybody? I'm gonna take calls from you guys that know my cell phone, unless Kramer will get his number out. Kramer's been looking for friends anyway, so this might work.
Ball one, no strike.
The third baseman, number 7, Michael Pronto.
No, that's down. Two and oh.
I'm glad people are watching, besides my parents. Energy drink. The drink of champions.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
I have a feeling my good friends at 610 will blow my phone up. Hope they have some patience in the postgame. It's a good pitching matchup so far.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Don't forget, 610's still rocking and rolling. People are in separate places. Bob and Josh from Bob's house. Cody and Gold separated doing the show. Making the best of it. But you can still listen to 610 Sports Radio on your app or Alexa, Google, you name it. Smart speakers, you can listen to it. You can also download the podcast, 435 Podcast Network. Some good stuff on there. Alex Gold just started a Kansas one called Waving the Wheat. John Kurtz does a great K-State one, Faithful to Our Colors. Serta and Likens do Forced to Punt, which is about fantasy football and free agency. I do the Football and Barbecue podcast, plus a beer podcast. Oh, speaking of the brewers, a lot of them have to-go beer. So if you're your local brewery, you can go by and get beer to go. I know that Diametric and Lee Summit, they got like 9 breweries together, and they had like an hour and a half wait last Saturday. They were selling all this beer from different breweries. You just drive your car up and buy the beer to go. Good small business and breweries that really need it right now, as do a lot of places.
Up next for Chicago, the shortstop, Tim Anderson.
1. Count 1-0. Ball, that's out. Ball 3.
We'll check some box scores here in a little bit.
Ball 4.
I wonder who Matheny's going to put in next.
The batter, number 74.
Cody wants to plunk. I wish there was fights. I don't know if there's fights in this game. We should add him. Plunk Anderson again. You can plunk people. Because I had MLB The Show when Brett Laurie spiked Escobar. And I sat there the whole day before the game and I was plunking him on MLB The Show.
He's going!
There he goes.
He's dead.
Just a little bit offline with the throw. Joining us here for a few minutes, sound engineer Kramer. What's up, Kramer Dog?
How's it going, Dave?
We're going to check box scores here in a minute, Kramer. You'll see.
It's looking like a good game.
Well, pitch game, to be quite honest with you.
Is this something you would see opening day?
It's 42 degrees in Chicago, but
Looks like it's
it's a nice day in Chicago.
I like how they're pitching slow outside.
Anderson makes me nervous on second.
Ball.
He's the best lead ever.
Stole a base.
So nice. Oh, that's South and Luke. Yeah, Sean and I are betting this.
Are you guys?
Yeah,
You
we're
and
betting-
Levine?
Yeah, we're betting on this. Oh! Not good. Why? Is he going to score?
You gotta watch this one, Kramer, because yours is delayed. You don't want to spoil it.
Read it safe.
Oh, that goes on. That goes out at the same time.
What's that? This does?
Yeah, goes out at the same time.
So it's not delayed. This one's delayed a little bit.
Yeah,
This one's
that-
still okay. So it's still live on that. All right.
It goes out straight away.
Okay, so it goes from the TV. All right. Okay. Right over Gordo's head.
Hey, we appreciate all you guys tuning in to watch.
Yeah, it's fun. Next game Saturday, Beanie Duffy,
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
So if you're Matheny in this situation, who would you question about next? Or at least get loose in the bullpen. I mean, I wouldn't get him out of the bullpen right now.
Jorge Lopez or Sparky, maybe some Tim Hill. Remember, 300 minimum.
It's true. This game does that too, which is pretty sick.
Can you fight in this game yet? I haven't,
No,
we haven't
this
figured
is,
that out.
This isn't slugfest. Oh, that's trouble. That's trouble.
Ooh.
Push ups on him.
Keller's dancing dangerously.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jose.
I'm surprised Renteria has him batting so low in the lineup. Has he batting sixth?
Nope, upstairs.
And White Sox fans probably think they're line stacked, so I don't personally see it.
Sit down.
There's some ugly fans of Chicago.
Sit down.
For both sides, White Sox and Cubs, and both of them. I love how Bob's calling down in the comment section.
You getting called out?
Not pretty much. Because he called me Cardinals and Raiders fans, I mean, it's true, but I need friends apparently. Like, we're not using my cell phone to call people. People call me.
All right, let's check box scores, everybody. We'll check it out. What are you pushing options?
Options right
Okay.
Nobody cares. This is for you, Kling. That's the Royals right now.
Dozier's got a hit, and Gordon has got a hit.
What I do like about Soler has 2 base on balls right there, so he at least knows, but he's I guess he's kind of protecting the plate a little bit.
Yeah, go to pitching real quick. Yeah, there we go. 4 innings,
Yeah, 2.25 ERA.
2 hits, 1 earned run. All right. Who's leading the White Sox here? Jimenez got a hit, and Abreu's got a hit. Okay. Now to get back. X.
Yep, so you just circle it out, back out, ready for the game to start.
There we go. Thanks, Craig Dog. See you in a minute. Sound engineer, Kramer Sansone. Good man he is. What'd you expect him to do, Kling? Climb the wall? Digital Heidi Watney.
Leading off for the Royals, the second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Ball.
Now back, the center fielder with Merrifield.
Hey, Sean Levine. Welcome to the game. We're live on air. Would you like to step over to the mic? A few things. Sean Levine, everybody.
Hello. I got $5 on this game. How's it going? Oh, no.
On a simulated game.
Yeah, you got a problem with it?
Do you guys like the game, or do you guys think it's silly?
No, I like the game a lot. I like the pace of the game. It's moving along nice and quick.
Good pacing. This is only going to be the day of your show, by the way. It's because it's opening day. Typically,
sweating
this
it.
will be 9 games, if you want to listen to the sports machine. Hopefully you're listening to them and just watching this.
Are the starters still in for both teams?
Yeah, it's a good pitch game.
Oh, that's Jack.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
deep.
Oh,
Get out
yeah,
of town! See? That's what I call timing.
Merrifield.
Yo, I'm not saying he's Ichiro, but if he wants to hit more home runs, he can.
He almost joined Amos Otis and Carlos Beltran was the only Royals ever to go 20-30 his first year. Boom.
And I think he just became the first Royal to hit a home run on opening day on MLB The Show, right?
MLB The Show in
Right,
2020.
yeah. Pretty sure, yeah.
The shortstop, Adalberto.
Well, this is going to keep season stats, so we're in a franchise mode. So next game's Saturday.
Maybe this is sick of me, but I hope this game goes like 26 innings and you're here until midnight.
There is a post game.
Oh, good.
I've offered people to call my cell phone, but I like people with my numbers. I will give out Kramer's phone number.
No, that's fine.
That hit him. He's got
Yeah,
it.
hit him.
Oh, it hit him. He's not happy either. See the stare down?
I just hope he's not hurt.
Ooh, man.
Hunter.
He is not happy.
Oh, well, I guess I got a radio show to do. I'm going to come and check in.
All right.
I'll be back about the 7th inning stretch or so.
All right, see you, simulation machine. Sean Levine, everybody. Big hit wet, man. Mondi was not happy.
Hey, he's good. All ones the count. I got a ball, 1 strike. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
They still have their jackets on. It's probably a little cool in Chicago in this game. Real temp's about 42 degrees on the south side, so.
I got to count 2 and 2.
We just need the Astros in there banging the trash cans. I wish that's in the game, man. Banging the trash cans, stealing signs, would love it. I mean, if you want to be accurate. Oh, he's there, mile away. Not catching him. Not catching. Look at that little jump. By a mile. This game's pretty accurate. Monty just easily stole that base.
He's safe.
Now that is designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Home run time. You calling these gold? You can call these, you know. You can call them on this game. Oh! 2 hit batters now.
Now that
That is one guy you don't want to mess with, Jorge Soler.
is Perez.
If the Royals got in a fight, you think he'd win? I think Dozier would be pretty tough in O'Hearn. Royals would be a scrappy bunch. Royals have got to retaliate at some point. Boy, they're booing Perez.
Ball, that's out.
It's all right. It's all right. Get that home run by Witt. Big hit, Witt. Most underrated athlete we've seen in a long time in Kansas City. Maybe the most underrated athlete. Digital Heidi Watney. Called out the big dogs for this today. This game brought to you by MLB The Show, myself, and Heidi Watney. I was not going to do a game unless I had Digital Heidi Watney.
Leading off for the White Sox, the right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
Hey. See how long Big Baby can go. Still hitting at 94. 64 pitches. He's got a while to go. Pretty efficient for Big Baby. It's me choking on my energy drinks.
Nope. 1 ball, 2
How many of you
strikes.
guys tailgate at Coffin Stadium? Are you ready to tailgate? Because I'm sure that, once we get out and about and do some things, I mean, that's definitely on the list, right? Go out there, enjoy some sunshine, some cold beer, some hot dogs, some baseball. You kidding me?
2-2 the count.
Pretty good game. There we go.
Now that is the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Good pickup for the White Sox. A little bit Wachowski, but I think he still got it.
1-1. The count is 2-1.
Milwaukee and Chicago Cubs tied at 1. Baez with a home run for the Cubs. I need Steve Stewart with the updates. St. Louis, Cincinnati's going to be fun to watch this year. Kind of like Trevor Bauer and the Sandlot games he's been doing. Moose is with the Reds. Reds are going to be fun to watch.
Take your base, ball 4.
Hey, Bukowski's right. What's Matheny going to do? He's only at 75 pitches. You got to keep him in at this point.
Danny Mendez.
Danny had to fight for position. I went ahead and gave him the second base job. Probably wasn't going to get it, except for that mascot. I don't know about him. But if you were the White Sox, what is your mascot? I would have just like a sock. If somebody walking around in a sock suit or something. I don't know. Oh, Brady Singer. You going to see some Brady Singer? Like I said, I put him on the roster. Figured these rosters would be expanded anyway. I had to call him up in the game. I had to go through the Royals roster and call up Brady Singer. I wanted to see him. I got him in long relief now. We're going to see some Singer. See a Singer debut. Or is he going Tim Hill? Don't forget about the three-hitter minimum. Unless you're out of the inning, then it doesn't matter.
The center fielder, number 28, Leore Garcia.
That's still looking pretty good for Keller. Climbing the rope. We might see a Singer debut, Wachowski. We might see it. Don't forget, April 2nd, home opener at Kauffman, simulated home opener at Kauffman Stadium against the Mariners. April 2nd. Game 2 we'll have for you right here on the same Bat channel on YouTube. 1 o'clock on Saturday. Pre-game and post-game. And simulation of Danny Duffy. I think we'll bring Heidi back. I don't know if she's going to travel for the next game or not. This might be a special deal. I don't know. I don't have a whole big budget for people like Heidi. I just figured the opening day would be perfect for it. As I sit in a simulated Chicago, Illinois on the south side. Ooh, Witt, come on.
Now batting, third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Come on in. We have Alex Gold as our guest at this point. What's up, Gold?
Let's get some runs, man. Let's get some runs here.
You want to get some runs? All right, we're trying. We're simulating. What do you think of the simulation game so far?
This is awesome. So far I'm watching. It looks like Keller's been fantastic
He's been
today.
good.
Good control.
Bukowski's thinking he's fading. But Whit Merrifield should have picked that ball up in center. It kind of went through his legs. And
Tough spot right here. You got any warming up in the pen yet? Okay.
Singer and Tim Hill.
Ooh, I like
Could
Singer.
be the debut. I had to call him up on the roster.
Singer's got to make the
He
debut
made
today.
my simulation team. Do you guys like my lineup, or should I change it?
Ball that's upstairs.
I think Singer's got to be the guy first out of the pen here. Opening day.
What do you think of Heidi Watney? Have you seen her yet?
I have not
Simulation
seen
Heidi
her.
Watney?
I have not
Not
seen
as good
her.
as the real thing, huh?
I have not seen her yet.
I had to call out all the stops for Simulation Southside.
Can't walk this guy. Can't let him go.
full count.
He's still dealing, though, man.
88 pitches.
Nope. Ball four. That's it.
Loaded him up.
What do you do? What's Matheny do? What do you guys do on YouTube? You keep Keller in, or do you go to the pen? What are we doing? Oh,
Tim
you
Anderson's
got to
up.
plunk Anderson. 2 Royals have been hitting this game.
Can't plunk him with 2 men on.
Monty's, well, you can't at this point. Monty's been hit. Solaire's been hit.
Let him face Anderson, and then I think you got to think about going to the pen.
Well, you can't plunk him here, I'm just saying.
Let Keller pitch to him.
Well, it's a simulation game. You can hit anybody.
Can't find the zone right now, Pink. You can't find the zone.
This is on Virtual Matheny. Oh! Tell me he can't play right field. Nice.
Got out of the
Got
jam.
through it. Got through
Got
it.
out of
Got
the
through it.
jam. Headed to the 6th.
Here we go.
O'Hearn.
Hit a monster spring. 343, led the team in home runs with 5. Monster year for Ryan O'Hearn, who battled out Ryan McBroom. Boom, boom, McBroom.
White Sox got a couple guys warming up in their pen. Kopech. That's the young kid, right? That's the kid last year saw a
Was
little
he back there
action.
warming up?
Yeah.
He throws 100. He threw 11 pitches in spring training, 6 of them topped 100. White Sox are going to be good.
There's Kopech. Kopech and Dunning.
Ooh.
Told you we need some live gambling odds on this, Pink.
Levine
We set the
Levine
to-
and Kramer are already betting peanuts.
We got
Like
a
they're
roll.
betting a dinner.
Cody and I have a roll of toilet paper on the line.
Who do you got?
We had the win total. We had the run total at 8. This is a little low scoring. Cody had the under, I have the over. I'm not in good shape.
Oh,
on that.
no. For roll total there?
Yeah. Keller's pitched really well.
Giolito's been good too, except that Witt mistake.
Solo shot for Witt.
And he's hit by a pitch too.
What, 3 different guys been hitting this game?
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a fresh inning though for us. Where are we going? We got to move on from Keller in this next half inning.
Singer, I think.
Bring in Singer
Well,
in the bottom of the 6th. Do you want his
high
debut?
leverage situation, 1-1.
Better in the
Other
6th.
fella, you go Tim Hill.
Better in the 6th than bringing him in the 7th or 8th inning. Bring him in the 6th. Let him see a couple batters.
Ball. That's out.
Mikowski's calling for Keller to come out in the 6th. Let him face one batter, Ryan.
I got the count 1 and 2.
So Giolito's at 92 pitches though. You
I
can
know.
get him knocked out of the game after this
See some
half inning,
Kopech.
maybe. Gordo went down. All right, you got to make the switch, or we leave him in. Head to the bottom of the 6th.
Your attention, please.
There he
Now
is.
pitching for Kansas City,
Singer time. There he is.
Brady.
Let me give a shout out to Kirk Nelson of the Kansas City Royals,
Hey.
who's watching our simulated game. He loves baseball and the Oklahoma Sooners.
Leading off for the White Sox.
Singer's debut. He gets Eloy Jimenez.
Speaking of toilet paper, Alex, I happened to walk into the store right when they were restocking it, and they told me 1 per person, but I got lucky.
Just the one.
Got lucky, yeah.
Some stores, some stores just don't have it.
It was like gold. I never thought I'd tweet out that I love it, or not tweet out, but text that I got toilet paper.
That's why our bet involves toilet paper, not cash. The toilet paper is worth more than cash at some places, right? You can't get the toilet paper anywhere.
I got some.
Ball. That's high.
Yeah, I'm pretty stocked up on the TP.
Bob's going cigarette time, and he doesn't smoke. You ever try to chew, Alex?
I have not chewed before.
You want to chew?
I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on the chew.
Well, your
Vic.
first chew? Your first. How about a simulation
on opening
chew?
day for the Royals?
How about a simulation chew?
We can do a simulation chew. We can do that.
Alex Gold going for the simulated skull.
Is it just some winter fresh, winter green, winter green? First batter, he gets an out. This Royals debut. Lopez and Stallman in the pen warming up, huh?
How about this addition to their lineup with Grandal, Dallas Keuchel, Gio Giolito, Grandal? I mean, the White Sox did some moves, man.
Good offseason. Today they have a bunch of guys that they have locked up for a while, too. Young pieces for the White Sox.
And you re-sign Abreu. Oh, we don't have Singer back there.
Is Skoglund still on the roster? We still on the game? You made that adjustment?
1-1.
Oh, no.
Ball hit him.
Now back, the designated hitter, Jose.
Some jitters from Singer.
Jitters from the new guy. Good Stama warming up at the debut of Brady Singer, and already a hit better.
Have they showed Matheny much yet? Have we seen Matheny? Is he active in
You know what, though? That gets the confidence of your teammates up, though. If you're a young guy and you go out and plunk somebody, it shows you that you're going to defend your hitters. One way I think the Astros are going to have to do things, they're going to throw at people because they have to protect those hitters.
They got let off the hook so much by the season being delayed, the start of it. Think about that. Like, people aren't going to have the same vitriol when the season eventually starts up. Plus, we're not going to get to see the Astros in person here in KC this year.
Hang on that trash can, Alex.
They were going to be the first week of May, right? May 5th or 6th, the Astros would have been coming to town. We're not going to have that enjoyment. There you go.
Nice
there it
work
is.
by the youngster.
Got out of it. Need some runs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They're making a change.
What'd you think of
now
Singer?
pitching for the White Sox.
Solid, hit one guy, but still first outing.
Did he hit him, or was he defending his teammates?
You're going with he was defending him from earlier, bringing the guy from the pen as the rookie.
The second baseman, Nicky.
Bring Singer back out for another half inning.
Nah, I think you go to the pen.
That's the ball.
What number did they give him? 51?
1-1, no strike.
By the way, Bink's got a scorecard here, guys. So Bink is keeping score. I kid you not. I have a scorecard in my hands. Bink is keeping track. He's got the lineups. He's keeping score of this game.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Look at the comments. Please give Gold a chew live on the air. Take the dip, Alex. Do you want to chew, Bink? Yeah. Whoa!
Haven't had many hits in this game. Pitcher's duel. Here comes Wade. He's got the solo shot earlier.
Well, the temperature's not been great. Not been conducive for hitters.
Looks a lot nicer there than what it actually is in Chicago. The Royals, is it raining there? Someone was saying it was raining. They may not have got a game in today if it was actually taking place there.
Hang on a second here. Weather in Chicago, Illinois.
It's 42 degrees with rain in Chicago.
Yeah, see, it's raining. There would have been maybe a little rain
50%
delay.
chance of rain. Feels like 35 degrees. That's the real feel.
Ball in.
How's the shoulder been looking so far for Mondesi? You
Not
good to
bad.
go?
Not bad. Kopech's dealing, man. You see the heat he's throwing? Look at that hair. He's been hitting upper 90s. We haven't seen the triple digits yet from him. Part of that Red Sox trade.
Thinking of triple digits, we got Rosenthal on the roster. Is Trevor Rosenthal is available in the pen
98.
today?
Rosenthal's on the roster. He's a setup man.
I need a lot of arms in the pen today if this thing goes to extras.
Mondi hit by pitch earlier. And a stolen base. 100.
Ball, that's out.
Change up.
I feel like we need to bring in some hot dogs next time.
There you go. There's 100. Triple digits from Kovic. Some heat.
Trying to lay down the bunt.
That ball
Wait,
foul.
get on base. It turns that bunt into a
Yeah.
double or triple for stolen bases. Ooh.
Bottom of the 7th.
With the traditional 7th inning stretch.
People want Vern for some postgame.
I consulted with Vern on the lineup and some of the roster construction. It's brought to you by Josh Vernier, who's really going to make this team. So Vern kind of helped me put this lineup together. He's been a part of this. Don't forget, speaking of Josh Vernier, Hot Stove tonight, 610 Sports Radio. Rex Hudler and Mike Sweeney join the Vern Dog tonight.
And I think it'll be comforting and good for people to hear from Vern and Hud on opening day, right? What would be opening day? You got to hear from Vern. You got to hear from Hud on a Royals opening day.
And hopefully a simulated win.
Need some runs. I didn't look up. We ended up leaving Singer in. I think we did.
Singer's still in?
I think Singer's still in there.
Now batting. The catcher, Yasmani. Grandal.
Grandal, this would be the toughest batter he's faced. 14 pitches, man on.
Come on, Ruck.
Nope.
Oh.
Count 1-0.
It's his last batter. Last batter for Singer.
Sano hit a home run for the Twins. Twins an early lead on the
Scores around the league.
Yeah, scores around the league. I need Steve Stewart.
Ball 2.
Uh-oh.
Ball, 1 strike.
Even it back up. Yeah, this got to be the final batter for the rookie.
How about the Astros play later tonight?
Oh, you got him.
How about the Astros? What
Got
kind
it.
of crowd they going to have?
They on the road?
Angels
Well, they're
and
out of LA?
Astros? Yeah. No, at Astros.
The second baseman, Danny
Oh, their fans are embracing it, man.
Mendez.
Down in Houston. Those guys will get louder cheers than normal. That was his first major league strikeout. You just watched some history.
What is the temperature of the Astros in Houston?
They're inside, Minute Maid Park.
I mean, what are people saying about them down there? Because Alex
Alex
is from here, but he worked
I
in
thought you were
Houston.
looking at the temperature there on your phone.
No.
Oh no, they're kind of.
I'm reading about the Chiefs, actually.
The mindset down in Houston though is just kind of this them against the world mentality. Like that's the mentality. They think it's ridiculous that other teams in the past have done something similar and haven't been punished. Why is baseball all of a sudden trying to take it seriously this go around? And Major League Baseball and Rob Manfred are out to get the Astros. Like that's the mentality down in Houston.
The over-under on hit batters this year for the Astros is 83.5. You taking the well? It's not going to matter. It's a short
They're gonna have
season.
to adjust it now.
But the pitchers, I think the Astros either two things. They need to have their pitchers throw at players to protect the hitters or fight. 3 teams broke that mark, but of course the numbers are going to be different with a shortened season.
The center fielder, number 28.
Yeah, I don't know what the adjusted number would be. Let's say it's a half a season, you knocked it down to like 41 and a half. I probably would still take the over. I think Altuve was the favorite to get, and Bregman were the favorite to get plunked the most.
They did lead spring training for a while, but some of those like off speeds, they weren't even fastballs. So I don't even know. And none of that, they were hit by pitches by players that didn't play in the major leagues last year. And some of the Astros players were new.
2 outs. Singer trying to give us 2 innings and 25 pitches in his debut.
Not bad for a debut, huh?
It's really the big story is Keller's performance. Uh-oh. That hit him. First and second.
That's our guy that will throw it in.
Hit 2. Struck out 2 and hit 2.
I need to fix the mic. Katie chimes in. We love it, Bink. You love Heidi. No, I'm just talking about Heidi Watney, digital Heidi Watney.
Bases are juiced.
How's Tinder going for you, Alex?
This is a terrible time to be on Tinder. You can't actually, you can't hang out with anybody. This is not the right time to be on Tinder. You can chat with people.
You mean a simulated date for you?
Simulate a date? Can we get that app going? We were going to do a dating game on the show.
I should have brought you to Chicago with me.
That's right. We were going to do a dating game on the show, man, but we can't do that right now. We can't actually simulate. We can't have any real dates. I guess maybe we would have to do a full simulation. Yeah, it's not the same. It's cheaper. Way cheaper. What do we think here, though? It's 30 pitches. We're leaving Singer in. Bases are loaded. He struck out 2. He's hit 2.
It's a lot of trust. A lot of trust.
I mean, that was pretty ugly before that. That last play that allowed the bases to be loaded.
Take him out. Oh!
All right. Strike him out. 3 strikeouts this inning. Strike him out.
That's ball 2.
Anderson, bases juiced.
94. Ooh. A lot of shadows on the south side.
Never been White Sox game. Been to Wrigley a couple times. You been down to the south side?
Yeah, I was there when they clinched in 14, the Royals. Because in 13, they played the White Sox. At the end of the season, they were mathematically eliminated. 14, they clinched in Chicago. Josh Bernier and I were there.
Chicago, one of my favorite cities to visit. Seriously.
I do not like Chicago because too many tolls. Too many tolls. There's toll roads everywhere.
Everywhere. I never had to worry about that. That doesn't impact me
Pizza's fantastic.
As a visitor. It didn't impact me whatsoever. I don't have to worry about that.
It's a great town, but there's a lot of tolls.
38 pitches for Singer.
Uh-oh. Let's go, Rook. There you go. Wipe that brow. Let's go, Rook.
Bases, juice, 3-2 count.
3-2 count. Oh!
He's getting squeezed. He's getting squeezed a little bit.
He's getting squeezed. From Jay Allen, this is why we need lasers for the umpires.
Yeah.
Digital umpires. Oh, no! Yeah! Singer!
3 Ks from Singer.
Oh, that was close. Look at it. Look at the young fella. He's happy.
3 Ks for Singer. Headed to the 8th. 1-1.
It looked outside, didn't it?
Makeup calls.
It looked outside.
Dozier's already got that double. Wait, that was back in the first inning.
Bob says little-known fact, Gary, Indiana, and Chicago are the Twin Cities. I thought it was a city that never sleeps, Bob. I'm kidding.
Who's behind the plate? Do we have umpire names? Do we know?
Ooh. Still got Cope again.
Cleveland got the win over the Tigers, huh? 7-4.
Yeah, Cleveland 7-4 over Detroit. Adam Plutko with the win. Cabrera hit a home run. Oh! Go,
Dozier!
go, go,
Dozier!
go, go,
Dozier!
go, go, go!
Come on, baby!
Doge!
2 solo shots for the Royals today, from Witt and from Dozier.
Those fastballs, he eats them for lunch. By the way, Dozier.
Get Brady Singer. Brady Singer a win, baby. Get Brady Singer a win.
Right. Dongtown. Look at that. Look at Ritter. He is mad. That away, Doge. That away, Doge. Right. That's a meatball, man. Oh.
You're not missing that.
Michael Kopish. I've been calling him Kopak.
Same, so am I, yeah.
Kopish. YouTube says Kopic, I believe.
Designated hitter,
I thought it was Kopic.
Jorge
That was Michael Kopic.
Soler.
Soler, man, he's been hit by a pitch and 2 walks. Not had much of a chance so far today.
Let's go to YouTube for the official designation. I've been told by boss man
Kopesh.
Kopesh. but
Kopesh.
I've never heard that.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's the highlights. You tell me what it says.
The count is 1 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Here we go.
Bink's got ads playing now on the phone, all kinds of stuff.
I want to get the clarification from YouTube on his name.
And the boss says Kopesh, we'll go Kopesh.
The catcher,
And the strikeout is waiting to happen on a curve or a slider low and out of the zone. That's exactly what Michael did, and that's exactly what Miguel did. He couldn't check it up. He wants the appeal, but CB says, I got you myself.
First major league strikeout for Michael Kopech. It's done.
Oh!
Kopesh.
Oh!
Kopesh. That's from the White Sox announcers. Kopesh. We were right, Alex Gold.
It is Kopech. All right, here we go.
Salvy's due, man. This one he
eighth.
rakes.
Well,
Later innings, this one he rakes.
Blow the
man.
game wide open. Get a couple hits this inning, get some runs.
He's been close on a few. The timing's a little bit off for Salvy, but he's been really close.
Ball 1.
Double from Salvi coming up right here. Law.
You call him double?
Double.
Ooh, man, he's been fanning a little bit today. Not happy.
Someone, Austin, asking what the over/under was for the game. Maybe I've set it too high. Cody and I set it at 8. Been more of a pitcher's duel than we thought. Set it at 8 though. Oh, Hearn again.
All right, he's still got to prove himself, you know. Kopech's dealing, man. 99 again. So we've had the official ruling. It is Kopech, not Kopesh. YouTube is never wrong. It was White Sox announcer.
If it was the White Sox announcer, then there's no doubt it was correct.
A little bit of controversy early on.
I'm stunned. Think you don't have any beer to watch this guy. I feel like I need a beer to watch the game.
I've got
You got
energy
your
drinks
chew.
too, yeah.
I need some beer and some hot dogs, some peanuts. I might bring in some peanuts.
I'd go for some hot dogs, man, like a chili dog. You like chili dogs? That looks cool. Put a little onions and some cheese.
At the ballpark, I usually wouldn't get it. I would have one occasionally. Wouldn't have it at the ballpark. Ballpark, a couple beers, dogs, and some peanuts.
Austin wants to know if I'm doing this for 162. I will do this until the real Royals come back.
So let's hope it's not 162, because that means we don't have the that means we don't have a season.
If it is, we're going 162, baby. I may have gray
Bottom
hair.
of the 8th. Who's coming in? Who are we going with here?
Rosenthal. Well, my setup guys are Rosenthal and Hill.
All right, let's go Rosenthal, hopefully.
Maybe Trevor. Let's see.
your attention.
There we go.
There we go. Trevor
Had
Rosenthal.
a good spring.
Oh, they got his hair back and stuff. He looks like he usually does. Remember, because he's shaved and everything. He's got it back.
What, 5 appearances, I
All right.
believe, in the spring?
Trevor Rosenthal at Lee Summit West High School, former closer for Mike Matheny in St. Louis. He throws heat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Rosenthal.
There you go.
There you go.
One away.
One away. Deal with that.
Yeah, he looked good in spring.
He did.
Really good in spring.
That's why they picked him up.
Yeah.
And
Skoggs,
Skoggs for
DFA.
assignment. Or Skoggs. Rosenthal needs to get this hair back. He looked clean cut in spring. That looks like Vern. You seen Vern lately?
Actually, I haven't seen Vern in a long time. We obviously have Vern on weekly. I haven't actually talked in person to Vern.
The beard looks good on Vern.
Made the shift to the beard. We actually were talking Tiger King with him yesterday. I figure you would like Tiger King.
You know what?
That's
I
right.
want to see Tiger King.
You would like it. Tiger King's. It is one of the craziest shows I've ever seen.
I've always had a theory that you cannot have a pet if you can't reason. Can you reason with a tiger?
You can't trust him.
Well, some people have alligators as pets. Earlier, this guy in Florida had alligators as pets on his couch. You can't reason with an alligator. Like, even people have raccoons as pets. If you're trying to reason with a raccoon, you just can't do it. Here's Rosenthal. He sets in.
Get there.
Uh-oh.
Get there.
That way. How's he looking right field? Not bad, huh?
That's 2 good plays he's made
so
far today.
I know.
With the Royals pitching. Great outing from Keller.
Yes, Grant, you can reason with a dog. That's why dogs are pets, because you can reason with them. Rosenthal sets in. Upper 90s again for Trevor. 0-1 count. Just a little bit high. 99.
I guess in spring he was hit 100, would hit 100 and 101 a few times in spring. The gun was juiced a little bit. Got over 100 in spring a few times.
I did. Seen some heat out here today. I got him as my setup guy, to Kennedy.
Kennedy the closer?
Yeah.
Well, things are going as planned right now. If
I know.
Rosenthal can get the strikeout here, and it sets things up for Kennedy.
Matheny trusted Singer a lot, though, didn't he? Put him at some high leverage.
2 innings, definitely high leverage, bases loaded, kept him in.
Earned the teammates' respect by 2 hit batters.
I wish they would have cut to a shot of Matheny after that strikeout to see what Matheny would have given him.
Oh, man. That way, we got this. There you go.
Rosenthal looked good.
He did his job, didn't he? Welcome to Kansas City, Trevor
Ryan
Rosenthal.
says you can't reason with a fish. Plenty of people have them as a pet. Because you said people have dogs as a pet. That's why of course they can reason with dogs. Ryan says, what about fish?
You can't reason with the fish, but you don't need to reason with the fish. You put them in a tank and you let them go.
Fish are pointless. So are cats.
They're staying with Michael. Kopech. Now that we got clarification from YouTube. This game, MLB The Show 2020. This brought to you by Alex Gold's Hair.
I haven't had the haircut since the Mahomes cut. It's actually a good thing. I got that thing cut so short for the Mahomes cut, and because of coronavirus, I haven't been able to get a haircut.
I can cut it.
No, I'm good.
I told you to get a flow.
I don't think I trust you on the haircut.
Get the flow. You can do that by yourself.
I had never heard of that Flowbee. The YouTube video for it is hilarious.
How about I put a bowl on your head and you can eat the bowl of chili and then I'll tear your hair?
That's a ball.
It's like a terrible idea. Let me ask you something.
Sounds like a good idea.
Let me ask you something we asked on the show today about cereal. You probably saw the Ryan Clark post meal cereal. What's the best post cereal like milk? So I don't cereal dry, no milk.
Do you know that donuts are on sale for $1 at Hy-Vee?
Donuts. I get donuts every morning. That's what I eat.
Donuts.
I know what donuts are.
You eat donuts?
The donuts? Yeah.
In milk?
No milk.
No milk. Dry.
Dry.
Cereal dry.
Cereal dry. Cheerios dry.
You got a full count?
All right, Franco. You think Franco eats cereal? I bet he does.
I would guess so.
Wheaties?
Let's find out if it's a homer.
2-1 though. Everybody's standing up in Chicago. South Side's coming alive. Let's go. Trust in Kopech.
The left fielder, Alex
They're leaving them in.
Gordon.
The season O'Neill says beer 30. It's about true. There'll be beers later on. I've got Mother's Winter Grind.
How about the pace of this game?
I have Mother's Winter Grind warming up. What time is it?
2:30.
2:30. Not bad for 110 start.
110
pace of play. I'm all about pace of play, man.
Rob Manfred's very pleased with this right now.
In the new season of Brockmeyer, he's the commissioner. They made Brockmeyer commissioner.
I haven't seen the new season yet.
Joe Buck's
I'm just ready. I'm ready for.
The new season just started, season 4.
Tomorrow. Guess what comes out tomorrow?
What?
Ozark.
Really? Netflix?
Season 3 on Netflix.
Wow.
You'd like Ozark too.
I would, yeah. I've been watching a lot of Game Pass. Oh!
There you go.
Kind of hot dog
Get
there a little bit.
Uh-oh. Threw him out at second.
Oh, tried to get the extra base.
All right.
Larry Garcia with a little hot dog action. Here we go. Here we go, Eddie.
Ian Kennedy time.
Your attention.
All right.
Looks like he's quick. There's no intermissions. Just boom, go for it. You know what I mean?
Ian Kennedy. Leading off,
Alex eats cereal with no milk.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You can only, it's hard to get fresh milk.
I don't drink milk. Cheerios dry. I'll just get a handful.
What about muscle milk? There you go, Gordon. There you go. Shut him down, Kennedy.
I
Here
do
we
the
go.
calcium supplements growing up, Bink. Wouldn't drink milk.
Swipe right, Alex. Swipe right.
That was a quick out.
Kennedy is so smart. I bet he leads the American League in saves this year. Could be the first Royal traded if there's a trade deadline. We don't know.
Ryan says I have serial killer tendencies. No pun intended. Is it that weird not to use milk for the cereal?
A little bit weird. You know what, though? It's fine. It's a good snack. You don't need to sit there and eat out of the box.
I probably have cereal more at night than in the morning, to be honest with you.
LaDonna noticed that Nicky Lopez has that bulked up body. Yeah, it's pretty accurate game. Look at the Royals fan there in Chicago on the south side. He's ready. Oh, yeah, he's easy hot coming up.
No Marlins man in the background? You're not at this game?
He's not in the game.
Okay.
Not in this game. Hey, Crane Dog, sound engineer, Kramer Sandstone steps in.
That's out. Ball four.
Well, we've learned a couple things. Since Michael Kopech and Alex Gold does not use milk for cereal. And he's available, ladies. He's available. Ian Kennedy needs some sick closing music. What would you have?
Wow.
Inner Sandman? It would be,
That's the problem. The problem with Inner Sandman. That's been used way too much.
What the hell's that mascot, by the way?
What's it called? What's his name?
I don't know.
What's the name of the White Sox mascot?
I'm not a huge fan of mascots or clowns, Alex.
Philly, the Fanatics of that.
Ball one, no strike.
Control issues for Kennedy all of a sudden.
There
we go.
Oh, Milwaukee's up 3-1 on the Cubs in the ninth. Jorge Baez 1 for 4 to home run today in an RBI.
The post Joe Madden era.
Yeah, and Lorenzo Cain 3 for 4 today in an RBI for Milwaukee. Old friend Lorenzo Cain. Let's go. Look at that beard for Ian Kennedy. It looks nice. He is like the nicest beard, man. He really does. You should grow a beard too, Alex.
It would take a while. It grows in full. It just would take a while to get to your level, Big. Now's the time to do it during quarantine.
Yes, quarantine.
Ball, that pitch is out.
All right. One to go.
Let's go, Ian.
On your feet. I know it's in Chicago, but it doesn't matter. Pink's going to stand up here in a second. We're going to get this final out.
Go, Ian. Everybody's on their feet.
This thing, we can't go to extras today.
What is that mascot?
Can't go to extras today. Got to get this out.
Ryan Wachowski's on his feet.
Ooh. Two strikes.
Nasty
All right,
cut.
all right. Strike him out.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Blooper. Gordo.
Never easy, Bink.
Never easy.
Up next for the White Sox. The third baseman.
I have to pee, but I'll wait.
Another reason why we can't have extras.
Kennedy looks in. 2 on. A little bit high. Good velocity from Kennedy at 94. Fans on the south side on their feet in simulation baseball.
Can we get a mound visit?
Opening day 2020.
Can we get a mound visit?
And we still have a couple left.
We need a mound visit.
Oh! Oh!
Hey! 1-0, first
There
win
we go.
for the
First
Thieves.
win for the Kansas City Royals. Post-game show begins now. The phone number is, well, if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. Let me look at the, can you get my stats up for me here, sound engineer? It's not working for me there. Oh, let's let the celebration go and go. But how about Brad Keller today? Brad Keller was on fire today. All the hit batters for the Kansas City Royals, 3 hit batters. Brady Singer's debut, a couple innings for the youngster. Not only that, but he proved his mettle as far as throwing at the Chicago White Sox. He danced around tough innings, so he showed his mettle not only in clutch, but he also showed the ability to throw at players. Hunter Dozier, one of the stars. But for the White Sox, Larry Garcia, 2 hits. Tim Anderson was not plunked by the Kansas City Royals. Did get a run. And Eloy Jimenez with the hit for the White Sox. And as far as pitchers are concerned for the Chicago White Sox, we have it was a good pitch for Lucas Giolito. 6 innings, 3 runs, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1.50 ERA in the first game of the season for Lucas Giolito. For the Kansas City Royals, the box score is Whit Merrifield with a hit. That was a big home run for the Kansas City Royals. Hunter Dozier really in that 3 spot looking nice. 2 for 4, hitting .500, made a couple nice plays in right field as well. Alex Gordon comes up with a hit, had a few balls out to his way, but the hit by pitch was really interesting for the Royals. We can scroll down just a little bit, Cream Dog. Let's get to, but Mondesi, Soler, and Franco hit by pitches. Mondesi did have a stolen base today. Brad Keller goes 5 innings, 3 runs, 1 run, 1 earned for the Kansas City Royals. 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Overall, Alex, since you're here, Brad Keller showed some mettle, and there's some question because he wasn't exactly on the money in spring, but a lot of times you work on things in the spring. But so far, he looked good today in a tough situation in Chicago with a little bit cooler weather.
Oh, you got to like the way the entire pitching staff pitched today, right? All the way across the board. If you were to map out the perfect plan for a day here to open up the season, it's exactly what you got, right? From the Royals pitching staff. Not only Keller got you deep in the game and shortened that bullpen a little bit, but then Brady Singer. That's the guy we all wanted to see today. Wanted to see what Brady Singer would look like. Would today be his debut?
He got the win.
He gets the win. He gives you 2 innings. Got into some trouble.
And according to Royals historian Kurt Nelson, this comes from the Hall of Fame director of the Kansas City Royals. First Royal making his debut to get a win. Let's go to the phone lines now and talk to one Ryan Wachowski. What's up, Ryan? Did you enjoy the game today?
Hey, Jay, first time, long time. I love your show.
Thank you.
I did enjoy the game a lot today. I thought it was really good. I thought Keller pitched phenomenal through 5 innings. He did have some control issues.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. He definitely had command issues there at the end. But, you know, I thought the debut of Brady Singer was awesome.
Exactly.
The ump was squeezing him, but he was, he tightened down and got it done. I loved everything about the game today. I hope opening day goes as well for us as this did.
Well, let me ask you this, though, Ryan, as far as Brady Singer. What'd you think about him in high leverage? You've always been a caller that's talked to me a lot about high leverage situations in the past, whether dealing with mac and cheese, Kevin McCarthy. I know you're a big fan of high leverage situations. I went ahead and put him on this roster, but he proves his mettle by hitting batters as well. That's got to be big in the clubhouse.
I think it's just great to see a young kid be able to come in and when the ump was clearly against him, right? Like he was one to put him in the worst case scenario possible out there. And every time Brady Singer rose to the occasion, it was amazing to see him come through. And I hope he shows that kind of mettle for the rest of the season.
I'm with you, Ryan. Thanks for the call, my friend. There you go. We heard from Ryan Wachowski right there. And not only that, I'll tell you, the rest of the series in Chicago before they hit the Detroit, but opening day in Kansas City, April 2nd, against the Mariners. But what a debut for Mike Matheny. He showed a lot of trust with Singer. He lets Keller kind of dance with it. Here, I got another call. This call comes to us from Bob. What's up, Bob? Bob Fesco. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, Jay, long time, first time.
Thank you, Bob.
And
Good to hear from you.
I was watching the game with you online today, and thought, like Keller, you guys were talking about a little bit what you wanted to experience out of him or expect out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I think 5 innings is good for Brad Keller in an opener like that. You got to remember these guys just quite aren't stretched out yet. So he went out there. I thought pitched 5 really, really strong innings today. And then Brady Singer, how good was he? I mean, the thing you like about Brady Singer is this guy just doesn't get rattled out there on the mound. He's got bases loaded, tough situation, tough hitter, comes out there, gets the big strikeout. So I like everything that they showed out there today. 2 home runs, obviously the difference in the ball game. So I'm pretty excited about this, and we're off to a good start.
Yeah, I'm with you, Bob. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy the game with the beverages, chilling with your family in quarantine? How'd you enjoy this game?
Actually, I enjoyed it in front of my computer and with the family in another room so they wouldn't bother me when I focused in on everything.
Yeah, nice. Well, thanks for the call, Bob. I appreciate it, man. Go Royals.
You got it, Jay. Long time, first time.
All right, there you go. Bob Fesco today. They had a great interview with new Royals owner John Sherman today. You can check that at 610sports.com on the on-demand page. But Kurt Nelson, Royals Hall of Famer, or he's the Hall of Fame director. By the way, if you haven't gone out to Royals Hall of Fame, as soon as they open the park up, you got to check it. But from Kurt Nelson, the 4th time they've started the season in Chicago, Brady Singer becomes the first rookie ever to be a winning pitcher for the Royals. That's coming from Kurt Nelson. Josh Klingler calls us now on the hotline at 913 blank 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 blank. What's up, Kling?
Hi, this is Josh in the phone.
Hi, Josh.
I know the Royals won today, but I wanted to get your thoughts on the lineup. I can't believe Alex Gordon was batting 8th.
Yeah.
And also, why doesn't Bill Self press more? I'll hang up and listen.
Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the call. We'll get to Bill Self in just a second. I do have Alex Gold sitting nearby. But what else was I going to do? Witt leads off. Mondi can hit anywhere in this lineup. He was batting 2nd. Dozier batting 3rd. Solera, Perez, O'Hearn, Franco, Gordon. Gordon doesn't mind where he's hitting. That's one thing about Alex Gordon. And I'll move him up probably later in the year in the lineup. But right now, Alex Gordon is good with this. He's a very non-selfish player. He's the lead-by-example player. Alex Gordon doing a nice job. I'm glad he's back for the Kansas City Royals. And it bulked up Nicky Lopez. Now, the second part of the question was Bill Self pressing more. Alex, I'll let you deal with this.
People, for the most part, people are pretty fired up with the win today. There's always somebody, right? There's always somebody that's not going to be happy about the result. You're going to find something to not be happy about, and I think that's what we just experienced there.
But Bill Self, though. Okay. Yeah, Alex Gold's got a podcast called Waving the Wheat, 435 Podcast Network. If you're a Kansas fan, Alex, of course, a big Jayhawks fan. Not only that, I will say this about Lawrence, Kansas. I've tried most of their beer, and I do enjoy that the beer that they have. 23rd Street Brewery came in studio with us, and it's another podcast, 435 Podcast Network. 2 guys in a brewery. Want to give a huge shout-out to sound engineer Kramer Sansone. What a win for the Kansas City Royals. We'll have Danny Duffy on the mound on Saturday. Let's go to some of the comments on YouTube. LaDonna Campbell, hey, 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 hey. And then from Chris Witt, I hope the real opening day goes this well. Pretty smooth opening day for the Kansas City Royals. We've been waiting a long time for simulated baseball, and we got a good one today on the south side in Chicago. A little bit cooler, but sunny for the Kansas City Royals. A few Royals fans in attendance tonight, too, so Royals Nation, stand up. But Brady Singer, what can you say about Brady Singer? Gets the win today for the Kansas City Royals. Trusted him in the high-leverage situation. Couple hit batters. As you see the screen right now, we'll show the replay here of Hunter Dozier. Homering to left, went 358 feet. And, of course, he gets the rib for the Royals. But the Royals scoring on the long ball with Merrifield and Hunter Dozier with home runs. Ian Kennedy looked sharp today as well, closing out the game. Trevor Rosenthal, what can you say about the Lee Summit native coming in for the Royals, setting up in the 8th inning? But the Chicago White Sox with some power. Michael Kopech pitches a couple innings for the White Sox. Hit 100 miles an hour several times. Well, this has been the post-game show for Royals Simulated Baseball. The Royals get the win today on the south side of Chicago. Stay tuned for more Royals baseball coming up on Saturday as the Royals get the 2-1 win. For Kramer Sansone, producer, engineer, I'm Jay Binkley. Thanks to Alex Gold and Sean Levine for stopping in. We'll see you guys Saturday.